The night was as dark as ink, the moon hiding behind a thick curtain of clouds, casting an eerie, otherworldly glow upon the desolate road ahead. I tightened my grip on the steering wheel, the leather creaking softly under my touch. The hum of the engine was the only companion I had in this desolate stretch of highway. I glanced at the clock on the dashboard, 2:47 a.m. I had been driving for hours, trying to make it to my destination before dawn. The road seemed endless, a winding serpent that disappeared into the unknown. My eyelids felt heavy, and my mind began to drift into a state of drowsy detachment. The rhythmic patter of raindrops against the windshield was strangely hypnotic, lulling me further into a trance. I shook my head, attempting to shake off the encroaching exhaustion. I needed to stay awake. The thought of drifting off on this desolate road was chilling. As if in response to my silent plea for distraction, a flicker of movement caught my attention in the rearview mirror. I glanced back, my heart skipping a beat as I saw a figure standing by the side of the road. My foot instinctively lifted off the accelerator, and the car began to slow down. My eyes squinted through the rain-smeared glass, trying to make out the silhouette. It was a woman, dressed in a tattered white gown that clung to her frail frame. Strands of long, wet hair obscured her face, and her arms hung limply by her sides. Panic gnawed at the edges of my mind. What was she doing out here, alone in the dead of night? A surge of empathy overcame my fear as I imagined her stranded and in need of help. I pulled over, the gravel crunching beneath my tires as I came to a stop. The rain beat against the roof of the car like a ceaseless drum roll. I hesitated for a moment, my hand on the door handle, uncertainty warring with my desire to assist the mysterious woman. Stepping out into the rain-soaked night, my shoes sank into the wet ground. The cold moisture seeped through my clothes, sending a shiver down my spine. I closed the car door behind me, the sound of it echoing eerily in the stillness. I took a cautious step towards the woman, my voice carrying through the raindrops as I called out to her. "Are you all right? Do you need help?" She didn't respond, her head remaining bowed as if weighed down by an invisible burden. I took another step closer, my heart pounding in my chest. A chilling gust of wind swept through the air, carrying with it a whisper that seemed to crawl up my spine. "Help me." The words were barely audible, a haunting murmur that sent a jolt of unease coursing through me. My breath caught in my throat, and I swallowed hard, my voice trembling as I spoke again. "Are you lost? Is there something I can do?" She raised her head slowly, her hair parting to reveal a face that sent a shockwave of terror through my entire being. Her eyes were vacant, two hollow orbs that seemed to pierce through the darkness. Her lips were pale, almost blue, and they stretched into a grotesque smile that seemed to defy the laws of nature. "Help me." The words were a rasp, a tortured plea that seemed to come from somewhere far beyond the realm of the living. My instincts screamed at me to run, to flee from this nightmarish apparition, but my legs felt rooted to the spot. Fear held me captive, its icy grip tightening with every passing second. A sudden, ear-splitting screech cut through the air, jolting me from my horrified trance. I turned to see the car's headlights flicker and die, plunging us into total darkness. Panic surged within me, and I spun around, my eyes searching for the woman. But she was gone, as if she had never been there at all. A bone-chilling laugh echoed through the air, sending shivers down my spine. I stumbled backwards, my heart racing as I fumbled for my phone in my pocket. The screen illuminated the area around me, casting eerie shadows on the trees that lined the road. In that moment, I knew I had to leave. Whatever had been out here with me was no longer a mystery I wanted to solve. I turned and sprinted towards the car, my feet slipping on the rain-slicked pavement. With trembling hands, I fumbled with the keys and managed to unlock the door. Slamming it shut behind me, I jammed the key into the ignition and twisted it, praying that the car would come to life. Thankfully, the engine roared to life, and I wasted no time in slamming my foot on the gas pedal. The tires screeched as the car shot forward, leaving the haunting stretch of road behind me. Glancing in the rearview mirror, I caught a glimpse of the woman, her hollow eyes and twisted smile etched into my mind. As I sped away, the rain began to let up, and the first rays of dawn broke through the dissipating clouds. My heart still raced, the adrenaline coursing through my veins. I knew that I had narrowly escaped something inexplicable and terrifying. I couldn't shake the feeling that whatever had been out there in the darkness was something beyond our world, a malevolent force that sought to ensnare and torment those who dared to venture into its domain. To this day, I can't drive at night without the memory of that encounter sending a shiver down my spine. The image of the woman's vacant eyes and twisted smile is forever etched into my mind, a chilling reminder of the horrors that can lurk in the shadows of the unknown.